Hello everyone, welcome. Simon here from the Wells of Wall Street. Veracity VRA is on our radar. Guys, we didn't cover this a few days ago. I'm obviously busy with the Christmas period and everything. But I wanted to touch on this if you haven't heard about it already. It's phenomenal news. Before we go into the chart of Veracity, I'm really excited about the build up of this project. And also, of course, ticking more boxes off on its roadmap, as we have covered in many a time before. We will go into a bit more detail on that as well. But first of all, this piece of news here: Veracity joins the Brightcove marketplace to provide customers with proprietary ad tech technology. Now, this is what they argue, essentially tapping into half of the $400 billion worth of an advertisement marketplace, which is absolutely phenomenal. So doing a bit of digging around Brightcove, of course, they do a lot of video projects around their various customer bases here in the UK, and I'm sure it's similar across around the world. H&M being quite one of the big brands there. AO.com is big here in the UK. Mackey's, I think, is makeup. I might be wrong. Or is that Macy's? I probably got that. Oh, Mac. Mac is makeup. Macy's, I haven't a clue. I can't remember what it is. I'm not very good with shopping these days. I don't remember the last time I went to shop. They annoy me because people just walk about all over the place or just staring at their phones, not looking where they're going, or just order stuff online. I know that sounds horrible, but that is me. But anyway, of course, big, huge market. Video sells, guys. My experience, ironically, in retail and e-tail over the years for the various jobs I've done, video has proven to be the biggest mechanism of selling opportunity in terms of analytical data, the data of consumer behavior, how long people watch things for, and the measurement of how impactful a video can be compared to a window poster or a display in store and things like this. It's huge. It's huge. But of course, with ad spend, we've covered many times before. By the way, if you're new to the channel or new to Veracity, go and check our intro videos. I'll leave those at the end of this one. Big detailed information on why Veracity, we believe in it so much, and what kind of solutions it has on its doorstep to basically have answers to many problems out there in regards to ad spend, fake views. We've now got the things about like fake NFTs and things like that, being able to remove that fraudulent activity and have full verification of things as time goes by. So, of course, I think one of the interesting case studies a while back was about Google Ads and how Veracity is being used for that is because the amount of like bots and fake views there are and everything like this. Google's actually, as well as the people making the videos, are losing out on a significant amounts of money. And of course, when you're talking about those levels, you're talking about multi-billions of dollars here, and ultimately profit and loss, of course. So it's really important. But yeah, Brightcove integration here, which is absolutely fantastic. So over 3,000 customers, around 70 countries. So Veracity being the back end of this, the ad stack, the VeraViews. Interesting. I don't know. Yeah, I know there's a bit more research on this, but if they add Veracity, views to the videos. Okay, so you've got the proof of view mechanism, which is what they got the patents for. But they've said here, including ad stack. Now that's going to be amazing. Could you imagine, right, videos, whether it be in the high streets or you're just watching general adverts across the board, around websites, around the world, around any retailer, and having the ability, if you've got your extension on or the ability of VeraViews, which we've shown you in previous videos. Can you imagine that? I think you're just going to have a multitude of random people around the world just quitting their jobs and just watching adverts all the time to get the earns from that. But of course, on the other side of that, the people who have made the video are going to get the satisfaction of knowing that the views are full and concrete and the data is concrete, and not missing out on any potential ad revenue. So it's the best of both worlds for everyone. So VeraViews, which eliminates $100 billion worth per annum in ad fraud. Absolutely mental. So from Mark, he's very active, by the way, on Twitter. Go check him out. I absolutely love his passion for this project. It's one of the big reasons why I'm investing in this project. It's not just about team and looking at who's in the team, but when you see a passion and dedication from someone that truly believes in the project and continues to push it, continues the partnerships, I love that. But Mark just saying here, by entering Brightcove Marketplace, enabling the market-leading ad tech tools that the Veracity team have developed to be leveraged by Brightcove's vast range of customers worldwide. Not only is it a step change in blockchain ad tech adoption, utilizing the proof of technology, but also a revolutionary moment of how everyday viewers are rewarded for their attention. This is the beauty of blockchain, guys. Okay, we're going to have the power to decide who we sell our data to, who buys our data. We're now having the power to be able to get money, tokens that can be converted into whatever, for our attention, our time. Our time, when you work, you're like, hang on a minute, I'm putting the hours into, why am I getting paid for this? Equally, people who are making the videos should probably get some revenue, of course, and they do. But what about the time you spent researching or seeing an advert? Whether you decided to or not watch it or have it put upon you, you still have to watch it. Maybe you have to watch something before you watch a video. And it's like being rewarded for the attention. The way the world is going, guys, this is what it's about. Tokenomics, the new economy. This is what the world is. And for those that are interested in blockchain and crypto, and particularly Veracity, will find this really interesting, the development of this over the next few years and beyond. And don't get me wrong, this is going to go into education, everything you can possibly think about with video. Imagine education being paid to do your coursework, to watch research videos. Think of the encouragement perspective in education, that you have to watch something to get these rewards. And people will want to, because people love money. Incentivization. That's how you get people to do things in this world these days, unfortunately, not through their own will half the time. So very interesting partnership here, and really, really interesting, because when this announcement came out, so there was obviously a bit of a price indication influx, not massive, but enough to pull it up a bit. And let's look at that now, actually. So by the way, for those that haven't done so, do smash that like button and make sure you subscribe to the channel. We do a variety of different projects and topics here. We have rant videos, we have chart videos, we have topic videos, whatever. We have requests. You do requests, you can put them in the community pages. Let us know. Let us know what you want to hear about. We love to appease. So this is what it is with the chart right now. So this is where kind of the information came out just before Christmas Day. Obviously had a nice tail up, and that is continuing. We had a bit of a sell-off, understandably, and now we're seeing a bit more traction again on the upside. Before we go into the RSIs and the MACDs and things like that, just to confirm where we are and where we're moving to, I just want to pinpoint this position out, because it's of great interest to me. I'm a big fan of Veracity, and I see great, gigantic price potential. I'm still sticking with my 21 cent price prediction for Veracity. Let us know if yours are any different in the comments below. But this project is phenomenal. It's one of my favorites. I see the potential, especially the market that it's going for. Theta is very similar, but Veracity for me feels a bit more unique. It feels a bit more early. Feels like this could be the Theta in like 5 years time, but maybe more, especially with the esports application. I love that, being a gamer. But anyway, back to the chart. What I love right now is the testing of this area that we are currently sat at, where we got rejected and passed through here on around the sort of beginning of December, where we had a very interesting marker here on the 6th of October, resistance September, and these great touch points here where we just couldn't really penetrate. We penetrated it, came dramatically down, couldn't get back up. It was too early for Veracity. But if you look at this nice line, I'm not going to draw it in, but the trend line aspect of Veracity, it is playing out beautifully, absolutely beautifully. Don't get me wrong, might get another bounce back down to these areas of around 3.5 cents. But as of now, I feel like we are really testing the boundaries of this kind of like 3.7, 3.8 mark. Getting full confirmation that area is going to be beautiful, because if we can get past this 4 cent mark correctly over these next few days, and what I mean by that is full closures. So now let's just take a look at the closes here. Only yesterday and today thus far have we managed to take ourselves above that, albeit we tested them over the last 4 or 5 days, which is fantastic. But I want to see closes over these marks, and we're getting them. Today, hopefully, will be another one. And if we can get that momentum over the next few days, in my opinion, Veracity can take itself up to the next levels, which will probably be around this 4.7 cents, very key area. We talked about 4.7 cents, back here. We talked about it even at these areas here, that 4.7 is probably a mechanism that we need to really hammer a support level at. And we couldn't quite do it here because of the leveraging and all the nonsense that was happening in the market in general. But we pulled back. We pulled back eventually. We've had that big correction down, I think it was about 70 odd percent anyway. So we've had this very nice upside down V going on here. And I feel like we're having a nice little U-turn going on here. Not saying that it will do a full, complete mad one, but I would like to see some staggered approach upwards here. Nice, healthy position. I don't want to see too much of this keep going, because that's where the dramatic drops come and everyone gets frustrated again. But I'll revert back to what I just said. The healthiness of this move here is absolutely brilliant from a trend line perspective. And like I said, we are very much testing these previous mechanisms here. And I will mark it here. Because I do think this is going to be a very big area of interest once we get to around this 4.7 to 4.9 mark here. Not saying it's definitely going to be around the 19th of January. I'm just saying that when we get to this area, expect some bouncing around. And that would be beautiful to smash through that and get 4.7. If we can get 4.7 as a support line in the next few weeks, honestly, I think Veracity will start shooting up. Not in any particular patterned fashion, but certainly will be breaking these previous markers of like 8.6 cents and beyond. And that's where I think, as we get the bull momentum going over the next few months, that's where I think we'll start hitting past that 8 mark, getting past that 10, where we'll probably see a lot of resistance before that and after that. But then this jump here, possibly over a month or so's time, to get to that sort of 17 mark would be absolutely beautiful to see, and phenomenal really as to where Veracity came from. 9,000% up year to date, guys. 9,000, absolutely stunning. We've had a big top point here at 8 point whatever cents, and that's taking it from here, guys, the 6th of February at, what was this, 0.0008 to 8 cents. 10,000. That is mental. We've had the correction down, as we just mentioned. Very nice. Love to see that. Just under 70 cents, not the full 70% that we usually see, but good enough in my opinion. In fact, I think I might have missed that complete drop down. I think it was around 72% actually, if we consider the big wick downs. But right now, guys, just to tail this video off really, looking at these indicators, obviously we're in a nice over purchasing mechanism here on the histogram. Might see a bit of a tail off and then a second wave, which is where I mentioned that 4.7. I think the tail down might be where we hit that 4.7 and then we mark it up again. But from an RSI perspective, the lower regions back here on the 5th of December, very beautiful purchasing points where everyone was complaining, saying Veracity was dead. And I was like, guys, the boring times are the best times. And here we are, doubling our position already in that short space of time, not even at the end of the month yet. It's taking it from that 28 RSI on the 14-day to where we are now, currently at 50. And that is marking up against the 28-day and the 90-day right now. I think there's so much more left in this, but what I want to see first of all in these next few days and this week coming up is some stability around this 50 mark on all levels. If we can get that, I think that's where we'll see the tail off, and maybe not a full structured downward, but I think we could tail it back up again. The MACD is looking very nice. As I said in previous videos actually, what I like about this one is it's not where it's shot straight through. It's been gradual. You can see the development, that we had the widening and then we had the narrowing slowly, and then it's come across. Not wide and then right through, because you get crazy volatility there sometimes. That's been healthy. The news pushed that over, obviously, but I think Veracity in general is about to switch anyway, and that's just obviously tailed it up a bit. Maybe they launched the news at that time, coincidentally. Who knows? But it's really looking good, guys. That's what we're talking about right now, is maintaining that over that 4 cent mark. That's really critical for us to get to that next level. If we can do that, I think 4.7 cents will be something quite achievable quite quickly. And what I also want to see is that month turning into green, which probably won't happen for a few weeks yet still. But once that does, and we get green across the board, trust me, traders and people who are very much about confidence will really start taking note again. And that's where I think we'll push ourselves beyond that 8 cent mark again. Guys, let us know what your price prediction is for Veracity. We're sticking with our 21. Let us know what you think. And let us know if you're staking Veracity, what you think of the latest news that's come out in regards to, for example, the likes of the Brightcove partnership. There's more to come. The roadmap has been ticked off left, right and centre with Veracity this year. There can be no complaints from anyone, from the price movement, from the roadmap, from its amazing dedication from its team. 2022 will be fantastic for Veracity. Irrespective of the price charts, Veracity's future is phenomenally massive. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next Veracity video in a few days' time. Bye-bye.